Hello children, in this video I am going to explain you what is a flowchart and why do we draw it and how do we draw it. Okay, as you can see on the screen, the definition is the pictorial representation of an algorithm to solve a particular problem. Children, as we know, in algorithm we used to solve a problem by writing steps in sequential manner. Similarly, in flowchart also, we are going to solve a problem. We are going to write the steps, but in some pictures. Okay, we are going to draw some symbols, and into those boxes, we are going to write the steps to solve a particular problem. Okay, now why this flowchart is a better way of solving a problem? As children, we all know that picture, with the help of picture, we can understand the logic more clearly. Similarly, with the help of flowchart, the steps of solution of a problem will be much clear to you. Okay, that is why we used to draw flowchart to solve a particular problem. Okay, so as I have told you, there are certain specific symbols or boxes which you have to draw, okay, to make a flowchart, and you have to write the steps inside these boxes. As you can see, this is the first box, which is known as start or stop box, and it is used in the beginning and the end of the flowchart. So children, when we start drawing a flowchart, the very first box will be this one, and the very last box will also be this box. Okay, the second box is input or output box. As I have told you that for solving a problem, it is necessary to take an input from user, and then after solving we have to display the output also. So both the things will be done by using which box? Input output box, and the symbol for input output box is this. Okay children, you have to take care the proper diagram of these symbols should be drawn. Clear? Third one is the processing box, okay, which is simple rectangle box, and it is used for writing processing instructions. It means all the formulas, all the calculations will be written in this box. Okay, the next box is this box, which is known as decision or condition box, in which we are going to write a condition. How? We will take examples of flowchart, and then you will come to know that how we can use a condition in a particular flowchart. And in that case, which box will be drawn? This decision or condition box. Then children, these lines are known as flow lines, which are used to show the direction of the flow of the program. Okay, and then these are the last symbols, which are known as connectors, which are used to connect one part of the flowchart to another part. Okay, if your flowchart is lengthy and it is not coming on one page, then the portions of the flowchart you can connect by using these connectors. Clear? So these are all symbols we are going to use in making the flowchart. So before making the flowchart, let us understand what should be the features of flowchart. Number one, it should possess only one start and stop box. The direction of the flow lines should be either from top to bottom or from left to right. The flow lines should not cross each other, and if a flowchart occupies more than one page, then connectors must be used. Okay children, so let us start with the first flowchart. It is simply to multiply two numbers. So as you can see on the screen, this will be the first start box. Okay, then for taking two numbers, the input box will be used like this, and the steps will be written like this. Then in processing box, the formula will be written, as you can see, and then after calculation of the proper result, okay, what do we need? We need to display it now. So we have used here again output box. As you can see children, input and output box are same. Okay, so in that we will write print product, and last box will be stop box. As you can see, start box and stop box are same, but the statements are different. Okay children, so I hope this flowchart is clear to you. Let us take another example. The another example is this. To find area of rectangle, we know the area of rectangle is length into breadth. So we have to take L and B from user. So again, as you can see on the screen, this is the start box, and then for taking the values of L and B, we will use the input box. Then for calculation, processing box is there, area equals to L into B. And then after calculation, for output, we will write print area in output box, and in the last, the stop box. So easy topic, children. You have to only take care of the symbols, okay, and the steps we have already discussed. Okay, now the next one is how to find average of three numbers. Clear? Simple. Start box, input box, we will take three numbers like this. In processing box, we will find the average, in which we will write the formula a plus b plus c upon 3. Okay, then we will print average using output box, and then stop box. So easy. I hope this is clear to you, children. Okay, now the next one is how to find area of a circle. Formula is provided to you, pi r square. Okay, so start box as it is, input box to read radius. In place of read, you can write input also, children. Okay, then the formula is pi r square. So in processing box, we will write like this. The value of pi is 22/7 or 3.14 into r into r. And then using output box, we will display the area, and then the stop box. Okay, children. And next flowchart to find square of a number. So easy. Start box as it is. Take a number from user using input box. Okay, in processing box, find square by multiplying the number 2 times, and then using output box, display it, and then in the last, use stop box to terminate your flowchart. So easy. And children, let us take one last example of this simple flowchart. Okay, to find simple interest, the formula is P into R into T upon 100. P means principal, R means rate, and T for time. Okay, so again start box like this. You have to take three values from user like this. In the processing box, you will use the formula. In output box, you have to display the result, simple interest, and in the last, there is stop box. Okay, children. So in this way, we can make simple flowcharts to solve a particular problem. Okay, so as you can see, children, in this all flowcharts, we have not used the decision box. Okay, so let us take an example of the decision box. Okay, so as you can see, the flowchart we have to draw is for finding maximum of two numbers. Clear, children? In this flowchart, what we have to do, we have to take two values, two numbers from user, and we have to check which is greater, A or B. So in this, we have to check a condition, and that condition we are going to check by using this decision box. Okay, so let us start with the start box. Start box will be as it is. Using input box, we will take two numbers A and B. Then in decision box, we will check if A is greater than B. Okay, this condition we will check in decision box. Now every decision box will give you two output. If it is true, then what is to be done, and then if it is false, the condition is false, then what is to be done. Okay, so if this condition is true, what we have to display on the screen? A is greater, print A is greater. And if this condition is false, what we have to display? Print B is greater. So simple. And then by joining both the boxes, the last box will be terminating box or the stop box. I hope this is clear how to use decision box, in which we check a condition. Okay, we have to compare two numbers. So in this decision box, we will write the condition. Then we will have to specify if this condition is true, then what is to be done, and then if this condition is false, then what is to be done. Okay, and then stop. Okay, I hope this is clear. Let us move to the next one. Okay, children, we have to input a number and check it is positive or negative. We all know that a number is positive if it is greater than 0. Okay, so as you can see, this is the start box, this is the input box to input a number. This is a decision box in which I am checking ki the number is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, if it is true, then print A is positive, and if it is false, then print A is negative. So easy. In this way, you have to connect both the boxes, and the last box will be stop. Okay, children, let us come to the next flow chart. We have to check that the number is even or odd. We all know a number is even